Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in life, we often look at ourselves in the mirror and see imperfections, things we wish we could change, mistakes we regret, or parts of ourselves we feel ashamed of. But let me tell you something. These imperfections, these so-called flaws, are not things to hide or run away from. Instead, they are the very things that make you unique, the elements that make your story yours. I've spent much of my career playing characters who are often larger than life. Heroes, lovers, fighters, even flawed characters who walk the fine line between good and bad. But every time I step into a new role, there's one thing I always try to bring with me: my flaws. In fact, I make sure to embrace them, because let's be honest, the greatest characters in cinema are often the ones who have imperfections, who struggle, who fail, and who rise again. It's these very flaws that connect us to the audience. They remind us that we're human, that we're all in this together, and that nobody is perfect. Take a moment and think about the most memorable characters you've watched on screen. What makes them unforgettable? It's not always the perfection in their lives or the ease with which they solve their problems. More often than not, it's the vulnerabilities they display, the cracks in their armor, that truly resonate with us. Think about the characters I've played over the years, whether it was the charming, overconfident lover in Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, or the desperate, emotional man in Kabhi Aalinda Na Aake. The one thing I've always tried to do is embrace my imperfections. I don't hide them. I own them. And this, my friends, is a lesson for all of us. When you stop viewing your flaws as weaknesses and start seeing them as part of your personal narrative, you can begin to understand the true power in them. Flaws are not the things that hold you back. They are the elements that make you real. The most successful people in the world aren't the ones who've been flawless from the start. They are the ones who've made peace with their flaws, learn from them, and use them to fuel their success. In fact, some of my most memorable moments in films came from moments of failure or weakness. Take the character I played in My Name is Khan. He was a man with Asperger's syndrome trying to find his place in a world that constantly misunderstood him. Was he perfect? Absolutely not. But it was his vulnerability, his earnestness, and his persistence in the face of adversity that made him so powerful. The audience didn't connect with him because he was flawless, but because he was real. The way he embraced his differences, the way he wore his struggles on his sleeve, these were the traits that made his journey inspiring. Let's talk about the power of embracing flaws in real life. When you're constantly trying to be perfect, you're exhausting yourself. You're spending so much energy pretending to be something you're not, hiding the things that make you human. But the truth is, nobody is perfect. And trying to live up to some fabricated idea of perfection only leads to disappointment and frustration. On the other hand, when you learn to embrace who you are, imperfections and all, you free yourself. You allow yourself to be authentic, to be vulnerable, and to be open to growth. I've always said that if you want to find success, you must first find yourself. And finding yourself isn't about being flawless or following a set path. It's about understanding your imperfections and accepting them as part of your journey. It's about letting go of the pressure to be something you're not and allowing yourself to be a work in progress. You see, life isn't a finished product. It's an ongoing process. And every step, every mistake, every failure, every triumph shapes who we become. Let's be honest, life doesn't hand out awards for perfection. If there was a Filmfare for perfection, I'm pretty sure none of us would win it. But life does reward authenticity. Life rewards the courage it takes to stand up, own your flaws, and still keep moving forward. That's the real victory. When you can stand in front of the world and say, here I am, with all my scars, with all my flaws, and I'm still going to rise above it. You become unstoppable. Those flaws, They are your story. They are the chapters that others relate to, the chapters that make you an inspiration. It's time we start looking at our flaws as badges of honor. Think of them as Filmfare Awards. Each scar is a testament to the battle you've fought. Each mistake is a lesson you've learned. Each weakness you've faced and overcome is a trophy in itself. When I look back at my career, the characters I've played, the struggles I've faced, and the moments I've shared with all of you, none of it would have mattered if I didn't embrace my flaws. It's those flaws that made everything I did more real, more human, and more impactful. So next time you look at yourself in the mirror and think about what's missing or what's wrong with you, take a step back. See your flaws for what they are, part of your story, part of your character arc, and just like a movie, remember, it's not the end until you say it is. Your flaws are not the end of the journey. They're just the beginning of something far more beautiful. And finally, let me leave you with this. If the world can accept flawed characters on screen, then surely you can accept the flaws in yourself. Don't hide them. Don't be ashamed of them. Embrace them. Wear them proudly like a Filmfare Award, because they are your unique gift. And remember, it's your imperfections that make you truly irreplaceable. We all know that Bollywood films are filled with romance. Romance that is grand, passionate, and sometimes even a bit over the top. We see the heroes running in slow motion through fields of mustard, the heroines dancing under the rain, and the moments where everything, even the stars in the sky, seems to conspire to bring two hearts together. It's a fantasy, but there's something incredibly powerful in it too. Bollywood has taught us something profound about love. It's not just about finding that special someone. It's about falling in love with life itself. Now, I know life isn't always a perfect love story. It doesn't always have the dramatic flair or the background music that swells at the perfect moment. But that doesn't mean we can't live our lives as if we were the lead in our own movie. Life is a beautiful, unpredictable adventure, and when you learn to romance it, when you treat every day like a chance to fall in love again with what's around you, you'll begin to see the magic in the mundane, the joy in the journey, and the beauty in every twist of your own story. You see, the heroes we adore on screen don't wait for the perfect moment to love life. They create it. They make ordinary moments extra. They find joy in the smallest things, whether it's a simple cup of chai or late night walk through the city, or a quiet conversation with a friend. They don't wait for life to come to them. They pursue it with the same enthusiasm they would pursue the love of their life. And I think that's where we miss the point sometimes. We spend so much time waiting for something grand to happen, something that will give our lives meaning. But in reality, the meaning is in how we choose to live every single day. When I say romance your life, I mean exactly that. Treat life with the same passion and enthusiasm you would give to your most cherished relationship. Look at it with eyes full of wonder. Don't let the routine or the obstacles dull the excitement. Life is filled with opportunities for connection, growth, and happiness, if only you choose to see them. You don't need a grand cinematic moment to realize how beautiful your life is. You don't need the lights, the camera, or the action. You just need to see the extraordinary in the everyday. Imagine waking up every morning like it's the first day of a new adventure. Every morning could be your chance to meet something new, to embrace the unknown, and to discover something you didn't know you were capable of. Look at your dreams, your work, your relationships, and even the small moments with the same intensity that a Bollywood hero looks at his love interest. See the beauty in these things. Don't just go through the motions. Fall in love with them, passionately and wholeheartedly. And just like a Bollywood romance, sometimes life will throw obstacles in your way. There will be heartbreaks, setbacks, disappointments. But just as the hero never gives up on love, you must never give up on life. Yes, there will be challenges. Yes, you will fall. But with every fall, you will rise stronger, more determined, and more in love with the journey. It's these obstacles that make the story worth telling. If everything were easy, there would be no story to tell. Life, like love, is built on the experiences we gather, the good, the bad, and the unexpected. And like any great love story, it's the challenges we face that shape us and make us appreciate the beauty of the entire journey. In Bollywood, the love story often takes unexpected turns, and the hero doesn't always know exactly what's coming. But that's the thrill of it, isn't it? Life is unpredictable, and you cannot control everything that happens. What you can control is how you approach it. If you approach life with an open heart, ready to embrace whatever comes your way, then every twist in the plot becomes something to look forward to. Every moment becomes a new chapter in the beautiful book of your existence. It's also important to recognize that romance isn't just about grand gestures. It's about the small, intimate moments too. In Bollywood, it's not just the epic declarations of love that make the movie memorable. It's also the simple moments, the quiet glances, the heartfelt conversations, the small acts of kindness that build the relationship. In life, it's the same. It's the little things that make all the difference. A warm smile, a kind word, a moment of silence spent with someone you care about. These are the things that make life truly special. When you romance your life, you begin to appreciate these small moments more, you savor them, you realize that they are just as meaningful as the big events. Romancing your life also means embracing the romance of your own story. You are the hero of your own narrative. You have the power to create the storyline you want. You have the ability to direct your life with intention, to set the stage for the kind of life you want to live. Don't wait for someone else to give you permission to be happy. Don't wait for the perfect circumstances. Take the lead in your own movie. Romance your dreams, your passions, and your future with the same intensity you would a true love. Your life is the most incredible love story you'll ever know. When you romance your life, you stop seeing it as something to survive, and instead you begin to live it fully, passionately, and unapologetically. You become the hero you've always admired, the one who follows his heart, dances in the rain, and lives every day with joy and purpose. And like every great Bollywood film, your life will have its own epic soundtrack. So dance to it, sing along, and live every moment like it's your most beautiful, unforgettable scene.